Well, look what we have here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the breaking news segment for the American Journeyman with Zebu Nation. Look at this, breaking news. The American Football Association have named Inter Miami boss Zebu Nation as the new national team coach. That's right, Greg Berhalter stepped down, and after a couple of weeks of deliberation, in which I threw my hat in the ring just as a flyer, I got an email a couple of weeks ago that said that Berhalter was stepping down. And, Bob Bradley at the time was the odds-on favorite to get the job. So I said, you know what, I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'll see what, I'll float it up the flagpole, whatever the other terms are anyway. We got the job. I didn't really plan on it. I didn't plan on doing a USA save, but I guess we will. Might as well go with the flow. So we're going to be doing Inter Miami and USA. I am going to divide my time. We'll see. There shouldn't be any conflicts of interest, but with me there always is, because I always try to get my players onto the team. So it's going to be interesting as a journeyman. We're going to be all over MLS, so we'll get a chance to bring in a lot of different American players. We shall see. Here's the USA. I'd like to formally welcome you. Get acquainted with your surroundings. Receive an introductory welcome package. Oh, by the way, the welcome package includes like a $1.4 million salary, so that's pretty good. We'll take that for sure. So as we know, our rivals are Mexico. Top league is MLS. Captain currently is John Brooks. Assistant coaching is vacant. I think the whole staff may have quit. We'll see. National team history. We got 4 trophies here. Gold Cup, we won it 6 times. The most latest in 2017. Pan American Games is defunct. Olympic Games qualifying only twice have we qualified for the North American contingent. 1992 and 2019. That's got to change. We gotta fix that. And then, of course, the Under-20 Championship, won it twice recently, so that bodes well. But still. So world rankings, 36. That's kind of low. We should be in the 20s. That's for sure. We're behind the likes of Slovakia, Cameroon, Costa Rica nipping at our heels. Highest world ranking, 4th. Wow, that seems super high. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get out. Here's our current starting lineup. Some interesting names in there. Stefan, Glad, Carter Vickers, and Brooks on defense. That's pretty good, Pretty good defense. I don't know why I said pretty good Brooks. Anyway, Johnson. Who's Fabian Johnson on the left, huh? Okay. Serginho Dest on the right. Weston McKennie. I said Bob Bradley. Michael Bradley in the midfield. Is this Dorian Green? Who's this? Julian Green. Why did I say Dorian? Anyway, Pafak and Bobby Wood up top. Okay. Some interesting names. Hot prospect, of course, Pulisic. As you notice, Pulisic is not in this group, which is a bit odd. This is a formation I would never play with the national team. I mean, we do have some good defenders, I guess. But I would never play this formation since, we have some pretty decent wingers. Tyler Adams, also not on the team. Timothy Way, not on the team. Josh Sargent. I'm not convinced about Josh Sargent. He's going to have to convince me, this guy. He's never done anything as far as I know. I mean, by 2021, he's pretty decent. But yeah, he's still got to convince me. He still looks like a baby boy out there. Let's see. Why are we doing this video? Just to show you this, I guess. I don't know. There's not a lot else going on. Let's see. Personal assistant confirm. Anyway, so we now have the USA checkbox. There's been a couple of developments going on with Inter Miami while we left. So we are back on top. We have secured a playoff position just 2 games after our little three-quarter season break. So we're at 59 points, played 28 games. We're looking pretty good so far. No major injuries. We have been getting players back. If we take a look at the medical sentry, look at this. No injuries. Got a couple of guys who are just coming back, including Carranza and Hiderovic. So we're going to be much stronger up front. You know, our wingers, we're going to get more depth because we're getting all these guys back. We basically got just about everybody off of the disabled list now. Tommy Redding came back from the disabled list. The only guy who's left on the disabled list is our young goalkeeper. So other than that, we're looking pretty good. But we did, just before the transfer window closes, which it closes in a few days here. Take a look at the calendar. Transfer window opened there. We are here. It closes in a couple of days. We got no games happening for the next 3 weeks. I don't know what's happening to the schedule. This must be, I mean, it says Inter Miami schedule. So, you know, there's, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we've got a 3-week break. This must be the international break. But come on, we could sneak a game or two in the international break, can't we? Anyway, there's the foreign transfer window is closing, like I said, in a few days. So we decide to make one final move to sort of shore up our defense. Make us, not shore up our defense per se, but to make us more injury proof on the defense. And so we brought in a youngster, Baba Sora, Swiss, 22 years old, came in from the Grasshoppers for a couple of hundred thou, 850K. So pretty much the last of our transfer budget. But, you know, he's an MLS ready central defender. He's not world class or anything like that, but he is highly capable, especially at the MLS level. He's big, he can jump, he's got, you know, pretty good technicals, pretty good mentals, 3-star guy. He's, you know, getting a decent salary. 156K is not too bad. So, you know, basically, I looked at our team and said, what would happen if somebody gets injured? Who do we got? You know, if somebody gets injured in the midfield, we got David Norman who could step in either position, no problem, no drop-off whatsoever. You know, you saw we're getting Carranza back, so if somebody drops off up top, we got Carranza, you know, a highly capable dude who can come in. You know, we've got Hiderovic, we got Amaya, we got Acosta, we got plenty of guys who can go in up top, up front. As I mentioned, midfield, David Norman playing well. He got 2 goals in the last 2 games. Should probably show those to you. Both of his goals were the goals of the week. It's like, you know how there are 3 goals of the week? 2 of them were David Norman's. And so I looked at my defense and said, you know what? The only problem we have is central defense. If either Birnbaum or Trusty goes down, there's a heck of a drop-off there. Big drop-off. You know, we're looking at 2-star guys to bring in. So made a move, made us injury-proof. Also looking ahead to Champions League. He's a guy who can give us some depth for Champions League as well next season. So I think we're going okay. So let's take a look at those David Norman goals. So by the way, we beat Columbus 3-0. You saw that one. And then we beat DC United with 2 goals from David Norman. 2 sort of bangers. So let's watch those goals. So I feel like the Inter Miami train is rolling right now. We are steaming full speed ahead to some sort of championship. Either Supporters Shield Championship or MLS Cup Championship. So there's Reyna to Pellegrini, back to, here's David Norman. Look at that. Look at that. Just a one-timer, a volley from the semicircle, just hammers it home. And here's our second goal. Reyna, he should have passed it a little earlier, but he gets it to Martin. Look at him. Look at him. Just accelerate past everybody. Finishes. You know, he's been pretty good so far. I think he's got 3 goals in 4 games. And here's Philippe on the free kick. Paul Areola gets one back for DC United. And then here we go. Send one in to Martin. He heads it out. Louis Philippe saves it. Little back kick to Norman. Then look at this. Nobody covers Norman, and he just buries it. Another banger from outside the box. So there you go. There's 2 of the 3 goals of the week right there from David Norman. So, pretty good. Pretty fine. Today we got a matchup with Cincinnati. I mean, you saw that. It's like 3 weeks until our next game, so I don't really know what to do here. We can take a look at the USA team. So we're currently in World Cup qualifying. The board said they were not going to judge us on this qualification. Now we're in the top 3 currently. Mexico has qualified. USA, Costa Rica on track to qualify. Jamaica in that playoff spot. And then Honduras, El Salvador. So I don't know why the coach stepped down early. I don't know why Berhalter stepped down early. Maybe there's... we can look at the news, perhaps, and see why. USA appoint head coach. Nation confirms. Bradley stepped aside as USA captain. Okay, that's fine. Brooks named as captain. Where's door open for Bradley as Berhalter leaves? Yeah. Greg Berhalter decided to end his reign as national team coach by resigning with immediate effect. Accumulated years of experience, LA Galaxy, blah, blah, blah. Been with the USA team since November 18. U.S. officials are refusing to comment, but speculation suggests the other guys could be in the running. See, we weren't even in the running. I just threw my name in the hat. I made it public. I said I was interested. The board called me in and asked me to explain myself and say, what are you doing? Applying for this job. And I told them, well, I'd do both. And they were happy with me to do both. So that was good. So, yeah, we don't really know why Berhalter has left. At first, I thought he left because that USA didn't qualify. But, I mean, we're clearly in the running for qualification. What's our schedule look like? How many games we got left? We still have 2 games left. Costa Rica and Jamaica. So if we win those 2 games, we're in. Even if we draw those 2 games, we're in. Like, as long as we don't lose 2 games to those 2 teams, we're in. So, I don't know what Berhalter was doing. Maybe something, maybe it was because his brother recently stepped down. I don't know if you heard that news. But his brother recently stepped down as the whatever he was for the national team. So maybe that has soured him. I don't know. But anyway, we looked at the team. We looked at the schedule, competitions. We got the Gold Cup finished already, knocked out in the quarterfinals. So maybe he knew he was going to get fired because we didn't win the Gold Cup. I don't know. We got the Nations League at some point. I am baffled as to why he stepped down. Like I said, we looked at the squad already. So I don't really know what else to do here. So we'll just kind of end the video as a little short nod. There's a short news item. So here we go. This is what we're doing now. This is our life going forward. So until we have something to actually talk about, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.